Hi everyone, this is Neeraj and I welcome you all to the first show of mine, that is the audio event on LinkedIn Live. Today with us is Thamarai Selvi ma'am, and to talk about her, she is wonderful storyteller. She has got a very vast experience on storytelling. She has been conducting workshops, webinars for all age groups on storytelling. She is also a soft skills trainer as well. So today our show is based on art of storytelling. That's why I've invited her for speaking. So we'll start our session by asking few questions to you, ma'am. Welcome to the show. And guys, here the first question for her is: what are the essential elements of a compelling storytelling, ma'am?
Okay, sir. The first thing is when we are trying to share a story with people, how we connect is we say, when I was walking in the MG road, like that we start. So the location is very important. So when you are specific about it, I was 5 years old, I think that time it happened, we say. So the time period is important. So these things will tell the audience even before you complete the story. When you start the story, they will know that this is an original, authentic story. So location, the time or the period, and the characters. These are the basic essential things for a good story.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for highlighting the essentials of storytelling for crafting or designing a compelling story. My next question is: what are the challenges as a storyteller people face when they're supposed to interact with the students, and what could be the solutions for that?
Or if it is students, did they have a very long tough sessions, or they are hungry before lunch, after lunch? All these things, a good storyteller has to know the emotions of the students, and then accordingly, when the situation happens, when you are interacting with the audience, the storyteller has to naturally feel that this story fits right. So that is the challenge, one major challenge we face. So we always should be prepared for different genres or different types of stories with us. And we have to practice and practice and practice, sir. So the rehearsal makes it very important. First of all, before that, how do I choose the story? Do I read a lot of stories, and do I like a particular story? So it is like we say in Tamil, bell adikano. It has to ring the bell in your mind. So you should feel touched by the story. Let it be fun, let it be a tragedy story, or let it be crime story, anything. First we should feel that. If we don't feel that, don't take it to the audience. So the story which impacts me, that I have to practice. Maybe we can write it down, or nowadays with the digital technology available, we all carry the mobile phones. Then you tell the story, record it, and you play it, not only to you but to the various audience, your family members. You can catch, you can ask for the help of the colleagues. Can I tell you a story? So before going to the audience, one should have practiced minimum 25-30 stories, or must have read about 100 stories. Read something before going and talking to the people or the audience. And that story you start telling, if you don't feel it to yourself, and there is no emotion in that story, so that is a very big challenge. You cannot reach out to the students or to the audience of any age group. Children, though, they will find out very easily. So these are some of the challenges, sir. We have to be prepared.
Yes, exactly, ma'am. These things are really very needed for a storyteller, and you have given different kind of insights regarding the challenges which are faced by most of the storytellers. So now my next question would be like we are talking about storytelling. So let's talk about the story, ma'am. and you have been talking lots of stories in your workshops, in your webinars, seminars, and all. So I want you to come up with one small story, ma'am. Okay?
Yes, and this story, it's a 1 minute story. It's written by writer Fatima Bibi. Anita is a tribal girl. So they live in a I think Dheeraj sir. So who's somebody's mic? So much noise, I can't make out. Okay, super. So Anita is a tribal girl. They all live as a community in a very deep forest, on a mountain in a deep forest. With a lot of efforts, the government has opened a school till 5th standard, and it is their habit to get the girl children marry by maximum by 8 years of age. They generally don't send the girl children to school, but Anita's parents were very particular that their child will go to school not only till 5th standard, also she will go and study more. But the villagers were against this. So everybody was telling, what? You don't have common sense. What are you doing? So you better make her learn all the household chores. Okay, let her go and get honey. Let her learn how to pound the rice and all these things. But somehow the parents managed to send her till 5th standard. After 5th standard, if the children want to study, they have to go to another school, the high school, which is quite far from their dwelling. So she has to walk through the forest, deep forest, and there is no path at all because it is completely so dark and even the sunlight cannot come inside. But the parents were persistent. Anita also wanted to study, and they got the admission in the school. Generally, even for the boys, nobody in the school, nobody in that village has studied, has crossed this 5th standard. But Anita is the first girl, first person to go to that particular school. And everybody tried to make the parents understand the challenges or the difficulties. Parents did not listen, neither parents nor Anita. And now the day of the school, the first day of the school came. As usual, Anita woke up early in the morning, went with her parents and did the work in the garden, and she came back home and she is getting ready to go to school. So she came and she started packing her bags. Now the whole village has come in front of her house. Everybody is talking to each other. See how many times we told. Nobody is listening. I am very sure she's not going to come back. Something is going to happen. Is it so easy to cross this forest and she has to walk kilometers together and come back? All are like gossiping. They are expecting something to happen, bad thing to happen, because they haven't seen anybody going. Anita, unmindful of all these things, she just packed her bags, and before leaving, she came outside. She went into the garden and she picked a sickle and put it in her bag, and she started walking. And now the people are like, see, I told you, anybody will take a sickle and go to the school? We told, and parents are not listening. I am very sure something is going to happen. And they asked, why are you taking a sickle to school? Why don't you listen to us? So now I leave the forum to answer. You are Anita. So if you are Anita, what will be your answer? Can I have some answers?
Yeah, ma'am. It seems the audience are not able to come up with the answer because they are not able to unmute them because of some technical glitches. So,
Sir, I can only answer. Next time we'll do it.
Yeah, ma'am. Okay.
Yeah. So, Anita, just looked at them and told, on my way to school, because I'm the first person, there is nobody has gone to in that path. There is no path to go to that school. So, being the first person leading, I'm going to use the sickle and cut all the bushes and the thorns on the path. I'm going to make the path for the people who follow me, to make it easier for them to follow me. That was the answer given by Anita. So this sometimes we can tell for leadership skills, and sometimes we generally as a motivation or dedication, like that, like I say, depends on the audience. So you can read the audience and then you say, can I tell a story?
Wow, ma'am, wonderful, wonderful closure of that particular story with certain learnings. That's how we do talk about story, because every story should have come up with a proper ending, and then we do talk about what are the learnings from a story. And then you also talked about how we are supposed to begin story, how we are supposed to close this story. That was really very insightful, ma'am. Now, guys, we are coming to the closure of this particular event. So I would like to thank ma'am for coming here and just sharing her insights on art of storytelling. Hope you may have liked it, you may have loved it also, and this is how we connect to the people, and we will be connected as well.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, Neeraj sir, for arranging this particular session and bringing such wonderful audience for the session. Thanks a lot to you. Looking forward to do more sessions like this in future.
True, ma'am. We do have a wonderful audience as well. Thank you, audience, for coming and making this event a successful one. Thank you once again, ma'am, for coming here and giving your insights on our art of asking questions, which we all are going to include in our storytelling activities. So, guys, this is it for this event. Soon we'll be coming up with more such kind of topics. I would request you also to give us suggestions on the topics which you want us to talk about. Bye bye, guys. Thank you.